Hi guys, my name is Brett. Today I want to go over a little video on why work one-on-one with Michael. So why did I choose to work one-on-one with Michael? So a little bit about my story. I'm an optometrist. I'm 29 years old. I've had a problem with speech for pretty much my whole life, as long as I could remember. From pausing, blocking, stammering, stuttering, whatever you want to call it. Certain words I had trouble with. Introducing myself I had trouble with. My rhythm I had trouble with. I would tend to speak a little too fast and I would get tied up. So why did I choose to do the one-on-one sessions with Michael? So yes, it is a little bit expensive for people. But the thing is, I wanted this to be dealt with in the best way possible, because it is something that I've had to deal with my whole life. It's something that has been a burden personally. It's just something I always had to keep in the back of my head, and I wanted the best possible outcome. Now, you could do it on your own. You're more than capable of doing it on your own, but Michael is a catalyst. He kind of keeps you accountable. He tells you exactly what you need to work on. He tells you things you do well too. So having him there each week, then eventually every other week, was huge because I had a professional tracking my progress. So, and he's trained to see these things. He's trained to see if you're faking it or things like that. He's actually trained to work through this with you. So having a professional that's trained in speaking skills, that's trained in speech, is huge. Mainly for the accountability part, and two, for the advice, and two, just to kind of motivate you to keep going, because this is tough work. Every day, reminding yourself with the affirmations, making sure you're modeling, it's tough work. So Michael definitely keeps you accountable. And just right there, I had a little bit of a speech breakdown, but it seemed normal. It didn't affect me at all. Everybody has them. And it's not something, they're pretty few and far between, to where you just blow by them without even worrying about them. Just like everybody else, just like the greatest speakers of our generations, they always have a little bit of mishaps here and there, but you just keep going. So another thing is, I've been in this for 90 days now. We're just ending it. I could introduce myself. That was one of the biggest reasons why I chose Michael, is because a lot of his stuff was on introducing yourself, was on just presenting yourself as a confident speaker. And for me, for my work, that was huge. And just kind of for me personally, that was huge too. But I want to leave you with a little bit of a success story. So I forgot exactly when. It was around month 2, but at about around month 2, I had a patient of mine, and he goes, "Boy, you speak so well. You should be a broadcaster. You have a perfect voice for a sports broadcaster." And he didn't know I stuttered. So he didn't know I ever had a history of stuttering or a speech impediment, or he didn't ever know that. So for me to hear that had a different meaning. So that was just kind of cool. I shared that with Michael. He wanted me to share that with you guys too. So again, the biggest reason to do the one-on-ones is to keep yourself accountable, to keep yourself pushing forward, because there is a little bit of a lull in this. I definitely experienced it. I got a little off track, and Michael is definitely there just to get me back on track, because you're always going to have little slip-ups here and there, and Michael's there to keep you on pace, to keep you going. He's a catalyst for all this. He kind of makes everything run. You do the work, and he kind of makes sure everything's doing well, okay? So again, I highly suggest working one-on-one with Michael. If you absolutely cannot, you just got to keep yourself accountable. That's the biggest thing. But definitely, if you can, the one-on-ones, it's the fastest way, It is, in my opinion, the easiest way to do it. And it's the least stressful way, because after our meetings with Michael, it's so encouraging. It's super, super encouraging to hear his positive feedback, as well as getting the instruction on things you could work on that week, or things are doing well versus things we need to kind of get going a little better. So it is really encouraging, because it seems like you're always building something. It seems like you're keeping the momentum. So highly suggest it. As always, thank you. Thank you, Michael, for this opportunity. And I'll see you guys later.